Ashe Collective. Welcome to another episode of Nesia Star Tarot. Thank you for joining me here today for another daily tea. Alright, I don't have any pre-downloaded messages for you guys today. Done a lot of soul to soul connections, so if the title like screams out to you, definitely check it out because those are some interesting messages that wind up coming out through those readings. I like tried to braid over my dreads, so pay attention, or don't pay attention. Don't pay attention to the lack of freaking lines that I have. You cannot see any scalp right now. My hair is growing like crazy, which is always a good thing. So first cards out we have here is flexibility and leadership, I believe. Pull them closer one at a time and you can see them a little bit better. The flexibility. And leadership. It's funny because I actually see a face in the clouds here. Let me see. Do you guys see that? I was at first going to say it looks like they're crying. Like the spirit. And then it's like the energy that I'm getting too with snow. Like being unique, like a snowflake and stuff. And then I get Aquarian energy with the star here. So it's funny I say Aquarian because that's fixed energy, and this card is calling for flexibility. So I feel like someone here is even like, almost they have their claws out. Like with the energy of the tiger, I feel like you're the predator at this point. That's the leadership role that you're jumping into. But I don't know if you want to be in this position, is the energy that I'm feeling here. It's like you're being called to take leadership in a situation. And one thing I have to point out as well, both of these animals are standing alone. But they're in their element, like they're in their atmosphere. They're in their niche. I just see like somebody's like doing a lot of crying, or like it's like shedding skin. But it's like the crying or the shedding of skin is like from your ancestry. Like it's going a different path, like traveling alone. But it's for like it's to heal. It's to heal some sort of ancestral wound. Maybe something from childhood, some sort of childhood trauma. That's giving me that snowflake vibe, like somebody being really unique. Maybe like, yeah, simplicity. Keep it simple, right? Okay. This is that light as a feather energy. So like somebody wants to keep their heart light as a feather. It's interesting too, like, and this pulls me to the big cat energy. Like for them to be predators and stuff, you know, like the apex predator. Cats can be so playful. Like you give them a ball and you wouldn't even know like this was a vicious animal that could claw you to death, right? It's like you want to keep your heart that simple or that light, I would say, when you're making decisions, because you're being called to, and at the bottom of the deck, let me show you. We have embracing here. So you're really being called to embrace some sort of leadership role. But it's like if you stay true to your like simple nature, or like don't try to complicate things. Don't try to complicate. This is interesting too because I feel like I can relate to this in like the extent of it's giving me a job vibe, right? So it's almost like you're applying for things, or you're about to do something that you've never done before. Not that you've never done before. You have some experience. That's how you qualified for the job. But it's like almost you're becoming a little apprehensive because it's like a lot of responsibility. So it's coming into you're being called, I would say. And that's even like and I feel like that's part of what all those tears and stuff were. It's like, this is what you've been praying for. Like, this is literally what you've been working so hard towards. And you're being called to be more flexible, to take on this leadership position, because you don't want to go in it with a heavy heart, if that makes any sense, or with like doubt, fear. You're about to embrace something brand new. This is a new dawn. And it's funny too, because I was gonna say new dawn, but this actually kind of looks like dusk too. But it's interesting how dusk and dawn can kind of look the same, depending on what time of day it is, right? And I'm just being drawn to all the orbs, all the flashes of light in the picture as well. It's like the same energy that I'm seeing in this card here. Something's like really magnetic, mesmerizing. I feel like it's you. Like you're really gonna, you're able to call on your power. You're able to do something that is unique to you. It's not that it's never been done before, but it's almost like you have a simple way of doing things and it just flows naturally for you. This is also the energy of like embracing change. Like some major things are about to change in your life. And again, you're being called to step up into the leadership position, step up into releasing all the negative, toxic energy of fear, of doubt, of worry. And again, it was giving me that energy too, maybe of things that other people have said, or like limitations that you placed on yourself, or maybe others placed on you, because they're all walking alone. They're all on this journey alone. And these are apex predators, as I've already stated. They're not like to be effed with, to put it simply. And then it's like interesting too, because I see his feather. Like, this is embracing that change, and it being so simple to do so once you take flight. Because you're just going to be drawing on this ancient wisdom, and it's going to your potential is going to pour out of you. Like, it's almost like you're being called to step up to like transform, but you don't even see it yet. Like the transformation that's coming. You just have to trust it. You have to trust that this is providing you, like, for you. I feel like it's a new job. I really get a lot of like new job vibes with this. But Divine Spirit, Ashe, and thank you for these messages. Let's pull a couple more for the collective. I feel like it's not easy to be flexible, especially when you don't know, deep emotions. You're not in a comfortable position. You're not in a space. I feel like, because I just got like moving, but this could be moving jobs, like changing careers, or maybe even moving up the ladder, like getting a promotion, and a lot more responsibility is going to come with it. Unknown feelings, past life influences. And 6. So that's definitely like that's past life, loved ones, passed on loved ones, past life in general. I almost feel like you're gonna be you're being called to be like to step into a position because you're used to being like your soul is used to being in positions of power, whether it be like from you whether it be from you starting your own business, or literally, like I said, getting promoted and now having a lot more responsibility. Here's the lone wolf. I felt the energy of the wolf in these other cards that came out too. Because and then this is giving me Jungle Book, how like they all came together and made like a group decision of who was going to raise the kid. And then the wolf pack took the kid in the Jungle Book or whatever that movie is. I don't know what I'm talking about right now. Anyway, with this card transmission, we have 22. So this is Master Builder energy. So it's telepathy, transmission, perception, and communication. I feel like, I just want to pull one more card. I feel like you're healing Earth. And friendship, okay. I didn't know these cards got mixed up like this, but, anyway, I feel like your ancestors are, like, nudging you and, like, I almost feel like it would make you emotional. Like I said, all those tears and stuff, because it's almost like you're going further than your ancestral line had. I didn't want to get into generational wealth because I feel like everybody always thinks that, like, but at the same time, we are building and growing. And if you look back 100 years, even like 50 years even, like we're making more now than people did back then. So you are creating generational wealth just in you improving and doing better, and continuing to advance for your bloodline. So deep emotions here with healing the earth. That was the next card out. So that's the power to give and receive healing. And then friendship. So this is saying, and that was 46, this is 14. This is change. This is support, fun, unity, and play. So we had 6, this is 1, 22, and 5. All right, I think with this energy here, especially if you're having a hard time embracing these changes that may be going on, it might just not be like in a workplace. It could be in life in general. Maybe you're moving on to like a deeper connection in a relationship or parenthood, or maybe you're doing like what is that called, long-term care preparations for like a loved one or family members, and you're like having to again call on that leadership because you're taking the lead of like being someone's providing care or figuring out how to provide care for someone, and needing to be flexible and like pulling from a like the good heart space, because you know you're embracing a lot right now. And it could be really, really deep emotions. This could be really emotional for you. Draw on the energies of your friends, the ones that are around you that you love. Draw on that playful nature. Try to keep it simple right now during this time, because it's almost like you're going through so much change. You need to forgive yourself. You need to like leave space for mistakes, leave space for like things to go wrong even, because it's like you can get so built up in trying to be perfect because you're doing something brand new and you want to put your best foot forward. This is giving me the energy of like you're already working with wisdom. You're already working with source and your ancestors. You're already pulling from everything you need. If you don't feel like, or even to get out of your head, because sometimes you just need that, right? If you don't feel like you is enough, call on your friends, call on family members, call on loved ones, call on somebody even maybe that go for a drink with your coworkers or your boss. Take them out to lunch or something and just like pick their brain on how they dealt with the current position or how they dealt with a situation, or even if it's like a family member and you're dealing with like a loved one, take time out to just communicate and really focus on listening and hearing what they say so that you can really embrace the idea of this change that's coming in. And then it'll be a smoother transition for you, because I feel like you can almost like want too much to do right or be perfect, or like it's like an illusion that you're creating, even in just thinking that's something that needs to be done. You get me with that energy? So it's like, just temper that. And Ashe, I hope this reading has helped, and let's see if this will work.